absolutely delighted to be able to talk about the 40 years plus of the Women's Aid movement in Scotland. It's a movement that's inspiring. It's so important that women have their own history because we've so often been written out of history. And in particular, the Women's Aid movement in Scotland reflects this magical combination of women taking local action and transforming, really, a country. This year marks 40 years of Scottish Women's Aid, and the movement itself was started with individual, courageous women seeing domestic abuse, trying to get other actors, such as politicians and officials in the government, interested in responding to what was clearly an outrage of human rights on women and children, that finding a culture of indifference, and it's just a domestic, that this abrogation of women and children's human rights was somehow just a private matter, a family matter. In Scotland, as in so many places, women just said, well, if the officials aren't going to help, we're just going to do it ourselves. And they opened their homes, they came together and talked about what kind of services needed to be in place. And they started out first as volunteers and then as, sort of more formal organizations. And many of them survivors of domestic abuse themselves. And that will still be the case across our services. To change the face of Scotland and its understanding of domestic abuse and its response to it. This project, called Speaking Out, is a wonderful opportunity to capture some of that history, allowing people to come together to remember the history in their own communities, but also to honor and to respect the sacrifices and the extraordinary work that women have done to address domestic abuse, first when nobody else was interested, but now into the future to end it.
You took my breath away, took my breath away. Wish tomorrow was another day. You took my breath away, took my breath away, took my breath away. Wish tomorrow was another day. You took my breath away. Wish tomorrow was another day. You took my breath away.